Alright, I promised that we'd finish this. I meant that. Ooh, so we will. These are a Japanese dish. They're quite nice. They're healthy too. You're anticipating this gold is going to be finished tonight. I'm just watching some lunatic do backflips with a bloody jet ski rubber band. But yeah. The goal of tonight's live stream is exactly that. Well, yes, I'm having a nice cool drink. Yes, it is Pepsi and no, it's Coke and water. Coke and ice. So tonight's like I said, is literally going to be the end of this mission, I hope. And then we're gonna hopefully move on to the next project, which will be whatever the next mission is. Hopefully. Hopefully this will be the last one tonight. Hopefully this week will be the last mission of tonight's live. Hopefully this will be the last one tonight. I don't like this shirt. I don't like how it ties around your neck. It makes my neck feel weird. Hopefully this week will be the last mission. Alright. Just setting this up so I can see you and hear you all. Welcome back to RoadCraft. Yeah. I still have a couple of things I've got to do. I've got to put my necklace back on because I never do anything without wearing my necklace. Not that I'm religious about it, but it is a little... It is a necklace that is for strength, and I can tell you this much right now. I know I'm going to need strength tonight to play this, because after all the efforts last night, and then realising that I've still got to go through them all, was the most painful thing ever. Like, it was beyond painful. I honestly think I want to go to the other sunken map. I'm probably going to regret wanting to go there. I'd say more than likely going to regret going there. So, all you RoadCraft fans, I know you enjoy this. If you enjoy it, make sure you hit the like button before we even kick this off. TikTok, just to let you know, as per normal, you are... I don't think TikTok's live according to this. Just so you know, TikTok, you are 30 seconds behind. Is that right? I don't think TikTok's live. Yep, TikTok's working. Why not? So, TikTok, you are 30 seconds behind the live stream, the main live stream. If you want interaction and if you want to be able to chat, come to YouTube, youtube.com/FrostyBoy100. That is spelled BOI100.com. And I will try to do my best to interact with you. Doesn't guarantee you get interaction, but it guarantees a little bit more as opposed to being on another certain platform. Also, now I don't normally drink Coke or Pepsi or anything like that. Normally I'm used to Monster or water, coffee or protein shakes. But I have a cooler in my room, big Polo cool. She's keeping me cool for the night because it is scarily hot where I'm at. It's about 38 degrees. So, pretty soon I'll be able to turn that off, but yeah. In between now, 26 out of 28. I don't want to keep playing this. Well, I do want to keep playing. I just don't want to play this map. I'm sick of this map. But, considering this map has been fixed up for the most part, it's almost finished. Alright. Oh, what is that? No idea what that is, but it looks... Whoops. Alright, so, objectives. Repair the North Tower. There should be trucks on the road doing their damn job, and none of them are. Oh. Really? Backup transformer. So it looks like we're gonna have to go to the Highland base. There. And as I said, I do apologise for the air that you're hearing in the background. If you can hear any air or any machine that sounds like a... I apologise if you can hear a machine in the background that sounds like a refrigerator. I can assure you it's not a refrigerator, it is a refrigerated aircon. Nothing quite like a nice cold drink on a hot day, right? Alright. So. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find out what is actually here and where it needs to go. And the hope is, oh my god, rocky road. The hope is that this is the last thing to do. Yeah, we're dreaming if we're thinking we're going to get anything other than a bowhead through here. Yeah. Damn. I'm going to need a bowhead. We're going to need a bowhead, and I'm more than likely going to need the dozer. Because of the road down here is this bad. I don't fancy my chances of like, the vehicle I'm in right now can handle this kind of road. When it's got weight in it, on the other hand, I don't think it will. So this is definitely a road that's going to get repaired. Alright, that's it. That road needs to be repaired. There's no way it can stay like that. We're going to the Highland base. For the love of God, there better be sand in the back of this truck. Thank God. Oh, and of course, now it starts raining in the game. I don't need your damn hints. Yeah. We've got no choice with this road because, like, you can't have a road that's just mud. Not in this game. Alright? I'm sorry, but you can't have that road there. It's gotta go. Like, this road has got to be fixed. Period. I like how this game just drops me hints. This is how you run this machine. Like I don't know. Like I knew eventually this road was going to come back around and haunt me, almost. But, you know. I knew it was eventually going to come back around. It's just... And if it turns out that I get the road looking nice enough, I might even send some trucks down here to flatten it out and add some bitumen to the road. Like I might have no choice in the matter. Also, I might add, there is a new Hitman target out, so I'm probably going to end up doing that as well tonight. Who knows? I'm looking at the way this is shaped, and I'm like, I don't think this is actually a road. I think it was just built here, sort of thing. I mean, look at that. You're dreaming if you think you're going to get a truck through that. And even if we stand this area up, still doesn't guarantee that it's fixing it. I don't know why anyone with a brain would actually try to come through here. Yeah, I'm gonna... So we're taking all these things back to the Highland base, and the idea is we're gonna roll through and clean it all up. This one might take a while to get there though. Now we should be alright. Some of these trees will probably go as well. Yeah, see, this truck doesn't like to do what it needs to do. And the thing is, even though that I've just flattened all this out, I'm not prepared to... Not yet, at least. Like, I don't like how it looks. I think there's going to be a lot more work done to it before we even flatten it. This truck here is gonna, this little roller machine, it's going to roll down and roll across some of the stuff and hopefully flatten some stuff out and pack the sand in. But I'm not running this thing across. I'm not going to run this sander thing across until I'm satisfied with this piece of road. Oh, so there's definitely a road through here. But this road is in also dire need of repair. Like, it all needs to be repaired. Because I'm eventually will be sending trucks down this way to drop off cargo. And I don't know if you guys have seen how badly those mule trucks. There's trucks called mule trucks that I had to drive just before I finished last night. And I can tell you that those trucks do not like mud. This isn't this is not even part of the missions. This is just me fixing the road because I need to fix it, you know? I don't need to fix it, but point is that it's muddy and it needs to be repaired. And this first section of road is getting filled up quite nicely right now. I'm still going to push sand into this corner. But this road has got to be absolutely perfect before I will put down any sort of maintenance or machine through it. I mean, for the most part, it looks really good. For once I've actually done a road and it looks good, and the other time there's lumps and bumps. The thing is now, if I need to send trucks through here, this place will be cleaned up and it'll be fine. Oh, we're just spot filling at the moment. Any little spot that looks like it's going to cause problems, basically. I have a real strong argument for that side right there. Maybe a little bit more in there. Nah. Don't want to go overboard. We're going to pave an entire section. Some people might disagree, like, guarantee there'll be someone out there that'll disagree with this decision, but again, at the end of the day, if I've got to send mule trucks through here, I'm going to send and comb this place with a fine-tooth comb before I let any truck come through here. Because we've just seen how difficult it was to get through there in the first place with the Voron that has mud tires, I might add. So we've already kind of witnessed that, you know, this place does have a bit of some issues, we'll say. And the best way to fix the issues is that we sand the area down. We are dumping a fair amount of sand in here, so and then it makes it worse because we've still got to come up here, sand all that, got to come along here, fix all this. So it's not going to end just by one little set of sand, you know. There's still more sand to get put in. And then we're going to take it a step further. And you're going to say, well, what do you mean by that? A step further basically means, well, not only am I going to sand it, because this area has seemed to prove itself as a bit of a torment area, there's very big chance that I will be coming through here with a couple other machines just to not only fix the road, but let's just say remove some obstacles. A polite way of saying I'm probably going to kill some trees. I'm going to sand this down and make sure all this is perfect along here. I mean, the road wasn't meant to have sand on it, but you know, at least the road will be a little bit easier to work on, I guess. And that'll be another item that's got to go. No, I dropped a lot of sand, but holy hell. Well, it's actually a good thing I dropped it there, because I'll be able to scoop it back in. Alright, let's go back down and go again. I love it. That tree just saw me coming and thought, oh, I'm just going to give up. No point growing here. I wish that I could, I wish I could automate this bit. If I could automate this, I would have already been working on something else. Now that little section of mud, I could come back up there with the bow head, but it's really no point. Really, there is no point to totally, like, alright. Now we get to the fun part. You're not gonna, like, totally tar the entire thing. You need to leave some on the outside. But back before this had an update, you could practically do this wherever you wanted. Now it's a little bit more like, no, you can't sand everything. To which I say, that's bullshit, Saber. That is absolute bull. You purposely put this road here, and you knew that I was going to come along here and do this. There's no way you couldn't have known. You know, the irony of this machine, I think you are supposed to drive it backwards. Alright, what's stopping this machine? Oh, yeah, you think that just because that's gonna stop me? So, like, I'm not entirely destroying this environment. The idea is, if we need to bring trucks down here, now we've got the option to do it. I can almost smell the bitumen. Come on, turn, you. Alright, fine. I mean, hey, you don't want to turn? I'll make you turn and then we'll tar some more. Like, a road of this kind of stature is about a $3 million road. I suppose some could argue that I'm putting my investments into a road that probably really doesn't need it, but again, if I'm taking up other trucks through here, I want this road to be perfect. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. We're back. Let's get going. Alright, let's finish the job. Thing is, I don't think the game's gonna let me actually roll it either. I don't know, we'll see. We'll find out. We're gonna have to get the mulcher down to get rid of that tree as well. Alright, let's see. Yeah. Why the hell would you take that away? Like, there's no point even dragging this truck down here anymore. Other than to flatten out a few. But the whole point of this truck is to... The whole point of this machinery is to pack the dust stuff in. So what is the point of even letting me run this machine if you're not going to let me pack all this into the ground? I mean, we could just leave it how it is, I suppose. We're going to have to mulch that as well. What we might do is sand this as well. And while that might not look like much sand, that will be enough to fill this area out a bit more. Not a real much of a confidence filler when you've got a road here that's blocked off from pipes. Oh, to hell with them, we're just going to cover them up. Alright, we want to fill this area up. Like, if this was real, I can tell you, like, there'd be a lot more work to do here, I would imagine. Alright, let's get back in this truck. Let's continue our job. Like I said, I'm going to bring the mulcher down. And I'm going to mulch as well. Now for now, the job is to make sure there is no mud on this area. Because we're probably, considering the area that it is, we're more than likely going to have to bring trucks down this way anyway, so. It's a bonus if it's all fixed and repaired and looks all nice, you know. I'm gonna have to come down here with a resource truck and clean this area up. That much is definitely a guarantee. We're coming along here, we're just covering all this up. I don't think there's much point of actually trying to clean that little spot though. I am going to have to bring the mulcher down, there's no way getting around it. Yeah, I don't really want to bring the mulcher down here, but only because I know what kind of destruction that thing will cause. Right, now we're going to go back to we've got to find our vehicles. Mostly this one. And we've got to make it travel to where we've got to go. So we've got to take it to the Highland base, and we've got to move the mulcher down, because this machine, ironically enough, is right now the most important machine I have, because I need this to be able to, as you can see on the front of it, she's got some nasty little tool on it. And that nasty little tool is going to help me take some items off the map. We want to make these roads as smooth and as crisp and clean as possible. The only thing I haven't got my hands on, and I really wish it was in this game, is a street sweeper. Because all this crap here would be gone. These roads would look like clean, pristine. Come on, break it down. And that is the end of that little drama. Alright, now we'll take this truck up here, we'll mulch down some more stuff while we're up here. Why not? Clean the place up a bit, you know? I mean, that is what this machine is designed to do. This thing is borderline a weapon. Considering I'm about to annihilate some trees over here. Nice. That one down. Next one. Alright, it might not be seeming like I'm doing much, but these particular trees that I've mulched just down, it's going to help us if I have to go through here for some reason. If I have to build like more bloody wiring through here, I hope to God not. I don't feel like doing any more wire jobs, but if that be the case, now I've got a way to get through. Come on, brake. Excellent. Now, while I'm going, we're gonna come back down here. Oh, we're not done yet. We've still got a couple trees to go. The unfortunate side of this, some other trees will probably cop it while we're down here. What this is it's just essentially a cleanup. And it looks like I have gone through here before. Alright, that's the job done. I don't like how this particular truck is destroying everything it's moving through. Like, I don't mean it like that, but I mean like it's leaving massive tracks. Hopefully when we move on to the sand it doesn't destroy it. Otherwise I'm going to have to come back through here again. Yeah, it might not seem like much, but hey, there's our first problem. Like I said, I'm not out to destroy every bloody tree. I'm only out to destroy the trees that are in the way. And even then, I don't want to destroy them. It's just the job is required to do, and this machine is the machine to do it. I know somewhere in this area, because I'm pretty sure I'm at the area that I'm in, yeah, I figured as much. This area that I'm in, I know that there's a couple trees on the ground here that will get mulched in a minute, which will greatly help anything coming through here. Including my own trucks. My trucks, construction trucks, everything that needs to be moved through here will be able to move through here. Another tree up there that's got to go too.